Have I committed any offense? Why are you withholding my passport? Hello, fellow Nigerians. Good morning. This is Senator Natasha Akpoti Uduaghan. I haven't completed my celebration of my second year in office. I decided to take a week off. So I'm at the airport here, and my passport is being withheld again. The same thing happened last time where my passport was seized. I have committed no offense, and there is no order from the court to withhold my passport and deny me traveling. The last time this happened, the officer in charge told us that the Senate President Godswill Akpabio instructed them to withhold my passport and prevent me from traveling because he said each time I travel out of the country, I smear the country's image by granting interviews out in international media. Please, can you tell them to release my passport and this embarrassment should stop? You have no right to withhold my passport. You have no right to deny me exit and entrance into my country. I have not committed any offense, and this must stop. Sorry. No, this must stop. As a matter of fact, I think I have to sue you for continuously embarrassing me. Sorry. No, don't tell me sorry. Can I please have my passport? You can't keep doing this to me all the time. I've been standing here for the past 20 minutes. Why are you doing this? What have I committed? The last time it had to take someone influential to call you to release my passport. That was what allowed me travel. Now again, you are withholding my passport. Why are you making calls? Is Godswill Akpabio so important? Why is he overruling boundaries? Godswill Akpabio, the Senate President, has instructed the Comptroller General of Customs to deny me exit, to withhold my passport. This is wrong. There was no order. Yes, I know I have 2 federal government cases against me, of which the President of Nigeria instructed the AGF to cancel the cases, to withdraw the cases. No, hold on, please. This President Bola Ahmed Tinubu actually spoke with Godswill Akpabio to terminate all the cases against me because he agreed that they were politically witch-hunting cases. Hold on. So there is no reason why my passport should be withheld at the international airport. There is no reason why. You have no right to do that, madam. You have no right. You are taking laws into your hands. There is no court order. I have not missed any of my court appearances. I have attended all my court sessions. I am not a flight risk. I am not a risk to my country. So why are you treating me like a criminal? Can I have my passport, please? Thank you very much. Sometimes I think you just have to be a rebel to get things right. Then you keep asking Nigerians to be good citizens. If I had not gone public, would you have given me my passport?
Hey, fellow Nigerians, how much longer are we going to be in this kind of mess and pretend as if though nothing is happening? Like, how much longer? How much more things can we take? How much more can we penetrate into the wall as these people keep pushing us to the wall? These are the kind of things you see when you have cowards, when you have incompetent people at the helm of affairs. They will just be wielding the political powers the way they like, as though they are gods over the rest of us. Imagine what a senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria has to be going through each time she wants to leave the country because of one man. Because of one man who is so coward that he feels intimidated at the sight of this woman. Yes, that is what it is. It's obvious that this man, called Senator Godswill Akpabio, feels intimidated by the actions, by the appearances, and by whatever this lady, this woman, Senator Natasha Akpoti Uduaghan, does. Because if not shamelessness, if not balllessness, why would Akpabio keep on witch-hunting this woman that has done absolutely nothing to him, only because she spoke up against the evil acts this man has, attempted towards her? The only offense this woman has committed that I know of is speaking up and telling him that enough is enough. I have tolerated you enough. Simply because I said no to your advances doesn't mean that you have to treat me like I'm your house help. Why does this man have to always go this far in order to show that he has powers, in order to show that he has influence, that he can command anything? Now look at what is happening to an elected official, elected senator. It's not like it's Akpabio that puts her in the Senate. The people of Kogi Central elected this woman to represent them. Yet, this woman kept on being marginalized, being mistreated, all because of what? In the hands of Akpabio and his cohorts in the chambers. And those men, those opposition people are there looking and keeping quiet. When did we fall this low in this country? When did things get this bad? How can one man be wielding so much powers as though not? Okay, just look at, see the hypocrisy of this man. The other day at the Senate plenary, Senator Akpoti raised a case about when it was actually Senator Natasha that was making a case for some Nigerian ladies that were trafficked to Libya. Yeah, Libya. And maybe some of them were trying to leave the country and ended up being in the prison. And do you know what? The prison warders and prison officials in Libya now started using them as their sex toys to satisfy their sexual urge. And this woman tried to raise this case in the house. We know how she was shut down. And it was during that plenary that Senator Akpoti raised an issue of restricting Nigerians from traveling to Libya. And it was the same Senator Godswill Akpabio that said no, that Nigerians have freedom of traveling, freedom of movement, freedom of association, freedom of name it. And this same Akpabio is restricting an elected official, a fellow senator, a colleague. The only thing that makes them different is that the rest of the senators accepted that Senator Godswill Akpabio should be their president, that he should preside over the affairs of the Senate, of the National Assembly. It's not as if he has more powers than the rest of them. The way Akpabio was elected by his people is the same way that Senator Natasha was elected by his own people. And yet, Akpabio keeps treating this woman as if she's his house help. Why are we? Oh, God of mercy. How do we get here? Now, this is what is happening to a senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And when the US says something, they'll start doing damage control as if though the US is saying something out of the blue moon. I don't understand what is happening in this country. Like, someone make me understand this whole thing. The moment Donald Trump releases a statement over this whole inhuman acts, over this whole treatment, as in over this whole stepping on people's rights in the country, you will see so many damage control flying over everywhere on the internet. You will see PR here and there trying to paint it that the US is trying to say what they don't know. But look at what is happening to a senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Look at what they are doing to Senator Natasha, the only performing senator. This is someone that in 2 years in her office, she has done more than someone that has stayed 12 years in that office, in that Senate. In fact, not even up to 2 years. This woman has stayed 1 year because the first 6 months of her being elected, she spent it in the court doing her election litigations. Then she came to the chambers 1 year after she resumed office. What happened? Akpabio felt it wise to suspend her for speaking out and saying, "Stop harassing me sexually." A senator was suspended for 6 good months. Even during her suspension, she was still performing even more than those people that kept on going to that chambers. You know, honestly, what Senator Akpabio is doing to this woman is very wrong. Senator Natasha did not do anything to Senator Godswill Akpabio. He should leave her alone to do her duly elected work. to represent her people. He should stop frustrating her, for crying out loud. This is someone that said that this man's husband is his friend. Why are you tormenting your friend's wife? All because you have the powers as the Senate President. Have you forgotten that power is transient? No one remains in power forever. If you doubt it, ask Abacha. Ask the family of Abacha. Abacha never knew that a day shall come in this country that he will stop being in power. Power is transient. Stop being power drunk, Mr. Man. Like, this is driving me crazy, honestly. This is someone that has even performed more than you. In 2 years of her being in the Senate, she has practically outperformed most of you there, seated there for 12 good years, or even more. Why are you people not allowing her to serve her people? Why are you people not giving her breathing space to serve her people well? This is unfair. This is so wrong. We have so many cases in the country, and the only thing that you want to keep on doing back to back is frustrating this woman. Nigerians, I think we have to lend our voices and tell this man to leave this woman alone. What is wrong with these people? And let me say this before I end this video. I really pity all those law enforcement agencies that allow themselves to be used by these guys, these incompetent people at the helm of affairs in this country. These cowards presiding over the affairs of the most populous black nation on earth. I really pity you guys, because you guys are meant to be transparent. You guys are meant to protect the interests of the citizens and not the interests of a few that feel that they are lords over others. But you decide to allow yourself to be used to intimidate your fellow citizens, forgetting that a day shall come when you will leave that position as a law enforcement agent. And when you leave, what will be of you? Don't forget that whatever you sow today, you shall reap it tomorrow. Allowing yourself to be a tool in the hands of these corrupt leaders is a very bad decision, very wrong decision to be taken. Because someday, you guys will not be there, and these guys will also not be there too. And another thing, a day shall come when we all have to answer to our Creator. What will you tell him that you use your position as a law enforcement agent to do? Imagine even a lady being the one used to seize the passport of a fellow lady. I thought they said it's women supporting women. So what happened to that adage? What happened to that philosophy? We all know that Senator Natasha has not done anything to this woman. So why would you allow yourself to be used? Why would you allow yourself to be the scapegoat, to be used to harass this woman at the airport? We have a lot of cleansing to do in this country, honestly. Because just like Senator Natasha said, it takes the same level of energy for these guys to succumb. I think it's about time we started giving them back the same energy, like aura for aura. Honestly. So assuming this woman did not go live, they would have kept her there for only God knows how long. Dear Nigerians, it's about time we started telling these guys that enough is enough. We've taken enough from these guys. These are the same guys that when they travel outside the country, they enjoy everything good that government has to offer. And they become very law-abiding. But immediately they step their feet into this country, they become mad dogs. Let's start demanding good governance from them. And let's start telling them who they really are to their faces. It takes only speaking up for these guys to stop this. It takes only speaking up. So the moment we start speaking up and telling them that we cannot tolerate this any longer, that we have tolerated enough, you see there will be changes. Let's stop being quiet and saying, it's business as usual. Is this business as usual that got us here today? Let's not start seeing it as business as usual. It's no more business as usual. Our fathers did business as usual. Our forefathers, our grandfathers did business as usual. Our great-grandfathers did business as usual. And life was even better off for them then. Let's stop doing business as usual, because we have mad people at the helm of affairs. We have uncompassionate leaders at the helm of affairs. The more we allow them, the more brazen they become in their heinous acts against human beings, against their fellow citizens. Like, I don't know how we are going to understand that these guys don't really want our good. They don't want us to enjoy anything good in this country. So let's stop seeing it as business as usual, because it's no longer business as usual. It's no longer funny. Let the Senate President use his time to do something more productive and more beneficial to the country and the citizens, and not going after one woman who stood up to him and telling him to his face that she has had enough of his advances. So guys, at this point, I'm going to plead with you guys to subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Share and put on your notification bell to always be among the first to get notified with our latest updates on what is happening in the country and beyond. Do well also to leave your own thoughts on this matter in the comment section below, so that we can have more conversations there, and also so that people will be able to know what is happening. See you in my next video, and thanks for watching.